folks, and welcome to another episode of Airstreamers, where you never know what stream will ride. This is episode 574. We're streaming from Camp Muskrat, and it's Heidi's birthday.
I know. Happy birthday, Heidi.
Natakatostisis.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
Ekato.
Yeah.
What is ekato? You know.
That.
No. Ekato. I think you know it. No? Ena, dio, tria, tas, repende, exifta, octo, enia, deca.
Oh, 20?
Deca is 10.
No, ekato is what?
It means for
you.
like
year?
Yeah, like if I want you to live till
tomorrow. Oh my god. Well, I mean, if you keep saying tomorrow, then it's going to be forever, right?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, but that's like that's kind of the
on wood.
That's the thing.
It's 100.
If you,
Natakatostisis meaning for you to become 100, for you to reach the goal of.
But then what happens when you're 100? You wish them dead?
No, but they're saying like very rarely do people make it past 100.
I mean, who knows what technology has ahead? I'm saying tomorrow. I stand by it. You know what? Statistically, the worst scenario is for your health, not having a birthday.
Right.
Because you're dead.
And you're saying, I hope that you survive
until tomorrow.
Meaning like after
continuous tomorrow.
And if you don't talk to Heidi one day and it's, I didn't wish you till tomorrow.
I talk to Heidi every day.
And every day you now need to say, I wish you happy birthday.
Fine, I will.
I wish you happy birthday until tomorrow. I wish you happy birthday
nobody ever got this much of focus on their birthday. Happy birthday, Heidi. We love you. I hope you had a fantastic day. And a fantastic tomorrow.
God. I can't hear anything. The tag is bothering me. What's the tag?
In your hat?
Where?
In your hat.
What?
Yeah, no, it's been like that.
What? Like, we went out places and it was like this?
No, you just put it on. But I saw it and I was like, okay, that's a choice. And you
otherwise, look at this. Oh my god.
Oh, you did Big Leah's hair on your birthday? Aww.
Oh, that's sweet. Shelly said, Elias, please fix your cap. Done and done.
This is a Napa cat.
It's a Napa cat cap
from
she got me a watermelon. Oh my god.
Great True North and Strong.
Correct.
Shelly, the wonderful Shelly.
Thank you, Shelly. I love this hat. Chris is wearing a Patagonia hat.
Yeah.
No. Wait.
We've never been to Sawmill. I think
we went to a Sawmill.
Timmy, I think I heard of that. Is that like, I think it's like a really big or like resorty campground, like RV campground. Just a little. Yeah. We have a new mission now.
Wait, what's our new mission?
Fimco.
Oh, yeah. It's a whole thing. We're learning. I mean, we have so much to catch up on, but we drove past the sign that said, say no to what I thought was shrimp. I quickly read it and I was like, say no to shrimp. And I'm like, what's wrong with shrimp? So then on the way back from where we were going, I looked at it.
Oh, that's what you said.
Yes, but it said say no to Fimco or something. Fimdo. I don't remember. But we looked it up and it's a whole thing where in one of the neighboring, like, whatever these towns are called, I don't know, what are they? Municipalities, whatever the bullshit is of like, this is within that is within that.
Yeah, like a
province.
Yeah, parish, town. I always thought parish sounds so fancy.
I thought parish sounds
well, it's religious, of course.
Oh, it is?
A parish is, yeah, I mean, like, it's a group of churchgoers.
Oh.
But it is, I feel like it's fancy, right? We don't have parishes by us.
I mean, we have
towns,
right here,
boroughs.
Yeah, this is a
municipalities.
Camp Muskrat. So we found out that this Pimco.
Oh, clothing is optional.
Is we've not.
No, we have not been there.
Not been to Sawmill. we found out that Pimco is trying to take over some small mom and pop run. What is it?
It's like a campground, but they want to turn it into like a big like RV park.
Yeah,
like so not like a trailer
KOA.
park, but like a KOA.
But the problem is, and why people are upset, and I think we're upset.
Kathy.
We're on the side of being upset. Is we are at like we think that it would make this whole area much more busy.
Yeah, touristy and commercial, and we don't want that.
No, I say no.
Yeah, so like we
say no to Pimco.
We say no to Pimco. That's what I think.
So anyway, that was the thing that we started feeling strongly about today.
Yeah. We have strong feelings.
We have strong feelings
as of today.
Parishes are what y'all call counties here in Louisiana. See, I
thought it's a county.
So like a parish is.
I thought it was a town.
No, but I mean it can't be a religious thing.
Yeah, but I mean it's used in also a religion, like like when you have nouns and it's like version 1, version 2, version 3.
Yeah,
I think like a parish is like version 2, a county. Version 1 is like a church.
Yeah.
Group of churchgoers.
Thanks, Airstreamers, for preserving the peace and quiet of Camp Muskrat, where we will all be living soon. Sia's daughter said, if I miss Camp Muskrat chit chat, we just started, so nothing official really big yet, other than we are against Pimco.
Yeah.
Say no to Pimco.
Yeah. Should we go to a town hall?
I think so. Maybe.
Oh, I didn't thank anybody.
Yeah, you thank no one.
Can you go to the list?
How do I do that? Oh, just this?
Yeah.
This one? Yes.
Foxy Boxes, thanks for the follow and welcome.
And I always like my boxes foxy.
Yeah, that's what I say. Biglia, thank you so much. Jen Biglia has subbed for 47 months and has beautifully done hair by Happy Birthday Heidi.
And said, it's like I like it here or something.
Thanks so much, Jen. We canceled yesterday for you, obviously. Leslie, thank you for 49 months.
Holy McMoly.
Said, hi, everyone. Hi, Leslie. Thanks for tuning in. Chow, 36 months. Thank you, Chow.
Insane.
And Dr. House, the story of our conversation driving up saying how much we love him.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. House. 31 months.
Holy McMoly.
Of tier 2, excuse me.
Holy
and said,
McMoly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, does she say yeah or no?
No, she says yeah.
That's from Wicked, by the way.
Yeah. Did my renewal not come through? No, Sean. I don't think that I saw it.
But we love you anyway, Sean. And we always will.
Renewal or not.
Yeah.
But yes.
Oh,
no,
Crazy Canuck. Thank you for 15 legendary legend bits. You do need to watch Wicked, Shelly. It's so good.
We need the fridge story. Yeah, you need a lot of stories.
Okay, well, let's start. What do we need to start with?
I appreciate you accommodating the schedule. We need a Camp Muskrat logo, just saying. Yeah, that would be a nice thing, to consider. So
maybe the new ChatGPT, it's really good, and I have ideas I can give it.
To make the logo based off of
that's a good idea.
Yeah, we can do that. Okay. Yesterday,
or we could hire an artist.
Yeah. I can't even do it.
Yeah.
We have been very busy. Yesterday.
I had a crazy busy work week, and like Thursday I finished work and I took my last meeting on the drive up to Camp Muskrat. So I was in the car and then we pulled over to a rest stop before a dead zone. So I could finish up my conference call.
His conference calls are real fun to be right near.
You love them.
Yeah.
You love them.
And then if we can just circle back to the data on, spreadsheet QB3. And then if you all look at row 15X32, you'll see that it says that we need more B's. We need more C's instead. That's verbatim.
Yeah.
It's riveting. Anyway, so we did that and we came up here. I'm actually really glad we came up
That's right,
here on
23.
Thursday.
That's what I say. It pays the bills.
Yeah. I'm glad we came up on Thursday. I enjoy having multiple nights here, like multiple nights of sleep.
No, for sure. And it's nice because it's like it's an hour and a half drive, so to get that out of the way at night and then like wake up for like a full day.
Yeah.
Because we're lazy bums and we're not gonna leave early.
The day after, we did not dewinterize that night because it was late. We went out to dinner. Where did we go that night? Coming up.
Foxy Boxy.
No, we didn't.
Oh, okay. We went to
okay.
Oh, okay. The first night when we were coming up, we stopped at like a local dive bar.
Which one was that?
We stopped. We got there like kind of early. Like it was like about 7 o'clock. I'm getting to it. It's not that much of a cliffhanger. we got there like 7 o'clock, so it was still like kind of dead. But the bartender had no interest in helping us at all.
Oh my god!
We got there.
Oh my!
He basically threw the menus at us, and so I would like I hadn't eaten anything because I was
Can we do this? Let's reenact the grilled cheese story.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll be the patron.
Oh, so I'm going to be the guy.
Yeah, you're going to be the guy. So, but before this, I mean,
so I'm not going to be the role I actually was. I'm going to be you're challenging me to be someone else.
Yeah, that's acting.
Yeah.
So on Thursday, Elias got me a bagel in the morning, and that's like all that I ate. So I was like, by the time we were driving up, I was super hungry. And so we figured we were going to stop at this dive bar and get something to eat.
We've talked about this dive bar before, and
it's where we played like Kylie and Brittany.
Yeah, where Wiz was.
Where Wiz was.
Where Wiz was. And when we went once before between Wiz and now, they were closed and we were like, what's going on with this place? Definitely like a drug front. And we went back because it's just fun to be a part of weird situations. And there was only a few other people. Yeah, Wiz with the gun. There was only a few other people in there. It was very, 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 very empty. It was very confusing, and we sat down and I asked.
It's a different vibe when it's empty.
Yeah,
there was no music playing. It was like just stale air.
Yeah, and you know what?
And you could hear everybody's conversations.
If anyone has one of these dive bars or has a future in dive barring, here's my takeaway: please wash or at least wipe down the like things that people touch. For example, the salt shakers and the ketchup things and the.
But don't wipe it down with a sticky rag. Wipe it down with a clean rag.
When I touch those things and my fingers have stick on them, I just want to like
Poop Bucket is officially in storage. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah,
23.
There's involvement in that. So we're at this place and I say.
So no, I say.
Oh right. The question starts. By,
so the menu. Throw the menu at me.
Is there food?
Yeah. Do you guys have any food here?
Shit.
You don't have to really throw anything at me. Oh, great. Lovely. Okay, let's just take a look. Okay. So I want like a grilled cheese and fries. Can you give me a grilled cheese and fries?
We got fries.
So no grilled cheese. Okay. Okay, well, I see that there's pizza on here. Is it like a bar pie? Like what kind of pizza is it?
It's like, you know, it's like.
So is it like a personal pie or like share?
Yeah, I'd say it's personal.
Okay. What about the fries? Are like they a lot of fries or like?
It's like, you know, it's in a basket.
Okay. Okay, basket. So like a single serving or?
No, it's just like a handful of fries.
Okay, great. Well, I'll have a pizza and fries then, I guess.
Sorry. Is that we're done?
Yeah. And he is like.
So anyway, that was pretty good.
Yeah, no, I mean the story. No, that was almost spot on.
And you like, too almost spot on.
That was like, yeah, really super accurate. can I have a grilled cheese and like grilled cheese? Well, I can give you the fries.
No, he didn't even say that. He just said, well, I have fries. And I'm like, oh, so no grilled cheese? And he didn't say no or anything. He just shook his head like, no.
But then there was tea.
Oh, the tea was so much
there
fun.
was tea. He was there. With I guess a local friend.
My assumption is that this person he was talking to, we're gonna name these people. First guy, this guy is Jim, and then the person he was talking to was Katrina.
Okay, so Katrina is drinking.
Katrina walked in at some point.
She's a legal assistant or a paralegal. I don't know.
And she came in, and my assumption is that she's friends. She's friends with him through high school, and they probably all went through the same high school. They were friends then, and then they separated when they were like after high school, and then came back to like being friends now. So she was there, and they both have the shared history and shared knowledge of people. That's what I think. What is Heidi saying?
If we have a problem at every restaurant we go to, is it still them? To be clear, Heidi, we don't have a problem at every restaurant.
We have a problem at most restaurants. Katrina has been in a lot of these scenarios. I wonder what, Katrina, you've known in your past.
But in all fairness, we do over tips, so they got to deal with us, but they get paid.
Yeah.
You get paid.
We do. So we we're sitting down. Katrina's now talking to him after all of the like.
Okay, wait. We have Sally on our right, who is like, I think, probably a woman who's married and hates her house, her life at home.
Yeah, I felt bad.
She was like just drinking a beer by herself and just completely silent the whole time. I was like, this is sad.
Yeah, I wanted to just
chat with her.
Yeah, she didn't seem inviting though.
No, definitely not.
She wanted to be in that isolated space. You know, and
Mega, no, you can still come with us. We'll be entertaining. It'll be like dinner and a show.
No, that's why we like these moments of going to these weird places, because we get some fun stories out of it. So Katrina is talking to Jim, and she's like, oh my God, I need to tell you. And they just start divulging like bullshit, sort of unnecessary stuff.
No, Shelly, I would love to go to a bar with you. I would literally drive to Canada to go to a bar with you.
And then Jim is revealing back his stories about how he feels about their friends and their whatever, and how this and that and whatever it was. And then he says, and then, you know, it really pissed me off because, you know, Peter, he came up to me.
It's not like that. It's more like, you know what pissed me off?
This is true. Okay.
I was so pissed off. He was crazy. He said to me, you're not gay?
I'm gonna die.
No, that's Tim. No, Jed, that's Tim. This is the same guy who took our order.
That's Jim. Not Tim. Jim. Oh my God. Oh my God.
But no, he's very gay sounding. But I sort of respected that, like he owns it and he says, I'm not gay. But I'm not surprised that he was mistaken for being gay.
Completely. But I think that he was annoyed and mad. That was what my joke was with the Muffin Man. You made this voice once before and I put the Muffin Man on.
Oh.
No one got that joke.
Dr. House got it. Oh my God.
So this guy, very sort of effeminate sounding, and that means nothing, but there is a sort of decided upon linguistic pattern, whatever you want to call it.
It was studied in freaking 60 Minutes when Leslie Odom Jr. was like, she was like listening to that guy, and then she was like, gay. Best line ever.
So anyway, the problem is truly that I think is the main issue is that he's not someone who, like, sure, he's straight, whatever, fine, that is not the issue. It's that I'm pretty sure he's hardcore, like, not.
Yeah, no, he
okay with the
definitely
gays.
has like an alignment. Yeah,
You know, and that's what I think the biggest problem.
The twist.
was the twist.
the dig or wait,
Yeah.
the rub.
The rub. That's the rub. That's there's the rub. That's it.
Yeah.
Magdi said, I say this every time you seriously need to wear body cams when you go anywhere. Legit. So that was our first night out there. And
Okay, but the
food- oh my
pizza
God,
was
the food
mediocre
was
at best.
absolutely mediocre.
Yeah.
By the way,
Look, it's a dive bar. So, I mean, the thing was we just didn't want to cook and we didn't really. The place that we're going to is apparently the owner is having who we know because like she's fantastic. And Heidi, we have really nice friends at this one restaurant that they do good service at. She's getting shoulder surgery at our regular spot.
no. Wait. The other place, what I wanted to say is that the pizza was so disgusting. I mean, not really disgusting. It was just so
But it was like burnt bread,
just
ketchup,
and then basic mozzarella,
like mozzarella cheese. But you know, like when you make mozzarella or when you make like pizza in just an oven, and it doesn't brown on top, but like the bottom crisps.
Yeah.
But you don't broil it at the end, so the cheese just becomes this like soggy blob on top.
It was boy pizza. It
was boy pizza. Yeah.
Lunchables pizza. Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Yeah, no, it was not good. I mean, the tots were good, but how do you mess them up?
The fries were massive. They were absolutely massive, and in a good way. But I also like when I asked, are they shareable? And he was like, you get a handful. That was a giant's handful.
Yeah. No, it was a dinner plate.
A full dinner plate, and a full giant went like this and took 45 potatoes worth. And put
it was a basket, I would say, right?
But it wasn't a basket.
But it was like I know it was. Why was it?
It was a plate with some.
Why was it convex?
I don't know.
It was like, okay, there was like a mound in the middle, and then there was like a rim around it, and then the fries, and I'm like, just have like a.
Brittany,
we've all agreed that like
1,000%.
there can be a placeholder for food, like a divot.
Yeah.
No divot.
Brittany asked if they're not wiping down the salt and pepper shakers, what else aren't they cleaning? 1,000%.
No,
And
I went in the bathroom and I peed in the urinal and like little gnats came out.
Did you wash your hands afterwards? And
Of course I did.
Did you smell? What I was meant to ask was, after you wash your hands, did you smell the smell?
No.
The hole, the pipe.
Yeah.
Like,
it has like a stink, like a sewer stink.
Full on sewer. It was so disgusting, and I was washing my hands, and I think the reason why I bent forward because I wanted to look at my pimple in the mirror.
Yeah.
So I bent forward. And I looked at it, and the smell wafted up.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised like we didn't get food poisoning, but I feel like if you fry fries, it's done at this point.
Speaking of frying, did you hear the frying? I feel like it was the first time that they turned on the fryer in the past, I don't know, decade. And all of a sudden, me and Chris are just out there like talking and bullshitting, and you just hear that sound of sizzling, but as if you put like a human.
No,
size...
if you like threw ice cubes in a.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was amazing.
We broke Mega.
Yeah.
So
oh my God, we're the worst that we're ruining these things for people.
So yeah, that was that.
Oh my God, Jen, they definitely never changed the fry hole. Was it delish? Absolutely. After I got my
the fries were everything
that's
else.
What I mean, the fries. When I went to an eye doctor once, I don't have like a regular person I go to all the time. I have like a place I go to. And it rotates between people. But
you should actually go to the one I went to. They were really nice there.
Yeah, maybe I will. But can they do appointments online?
Yeah.
Because my place doesn't, and that drives me nuts. I just keep putting it off because who wants to talk to people? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want them to be like, does this date work? No. Okay, what about this date? I'd rather decide that all on my own beforehand. Anyway, so I was at this one eye doctor.
Is itchy.
And I mentioned to her something, and she was Chinese, and I mentioned something about Chinese food, not because she was Chinese. She brought it up. I think it was something like, I like Chinese food.
I was like, wow.
No, I swear to God. That sounded so terrible.
Yeah, no, that sounded really bad.
And we started talking about something, and she said, the reality is that like Chinese food here in America is not
like traditional.
Chinese
it's like
food.
Americanized.
It's like, yeah, we're just calling it that because people have decided on it, whatever. But she said never get Chinese food from anywhere here because they never replace the oil.
Yeah.
Ever. And they barely wipe anything down in the bowls because it's just all
still
fried.
tastes good, though.
Delish.
Listen,
absolutely delish.
It's like fond or whatever they call it.
Fond?
What is it when like
Fondue?
No, when like you have the pan scrapings that has like all of the flavor in it.
Oh, I don't know. That grosses me out. Oh, I feel gross.
Or it's like if you season a pan, like a cast
seasoning.
iron.
Just seasoning.
This is actually Elias's shirt. It says Sleep Talk and it's Snorlax. I love it. It's so cute. I might steal it from you.
What does it say down there?
It's like Japanese.
Kabidon.
Thank you, Jay. It is fond.
Kabigon. What is that? Kabigon. Kabigon. What could that be? It's Romaji, which means it's a different word. Kabigon? Does that sound like I'm
Kabigona? Patagonia. DoorDash, no, 23. Let me tell you, there's no DoorDash, Uber Eats, any of that nonsense here. None of it. It's maybe if Camp Pimpco comes, but not.
No, I think if Camp Pimpco comes, it will be like, are we a part of the gentrification process? Like me and you?
Yeah, like. No, there's not even.
Wow.
There's no chance in hell that you open up Uber and it's going to be like, we've never seen this location before.
Are you sure you're still here? On Earth
are you still
and
on
not
Earth?
up in space with Katie?
Yeah.
That was the question. And Shelly said definitely have to wear body cams the next time we go to a restaurant. Brittany said, "Oh, you know what I forgot to tell you? Before you started napping and I went to the hotel. I went to the Instagram of the place we went to for dinner that we like, the good place, yesterday.
Yeah, I want to talk about that more.
And on the Instagram page was like a happy birthday to the guy.
Yeah.
And then I clicked and found
the guy.
his Instagram.
Did you follow?
No, I'm not following him. That's weird to follow him.
Yeah.
But also, I think I was wrong, and I'm very, very confused. I think he's Portuguese.
Maybe he
But what
speaks-
was that language?
I mean, people don't. You're not like Are you Japanese?
No.
Exactly.
But what does that mean? How does he?
He just maybe is a linguist. I don't know.
Maybe he's a linguist. Wow.
Hey, Mayor. Okay, so let's talk about a good restaurant experience. We went on Friday night when we didn't stream. We went to this place that's like it's odd. It's connected to a motel. But it's really nice, and the motel is like super chic.
That's the beginnings of, to me,
that's
the,
gentrification
part.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that it is definitely the people who are coming up here are like, I want to go in the woods.
I feel like the lighting at that place needs to be studied.
It's spectacular.
It's such a vibe. I love this place so much.
And the fact that it's blue and orange, like the warmth of the orange, but then the blue, and I think those two colors go together so well.
It's so nice.
So it's legitimately just like 12
the guy who's
motels.
And like it's the same people who are always there who are serving. It's very small.
They said they work as a team, so you can ask anyone anything at any point for like whether you want.
Yeah, we went there for my birthday, right? When we were up here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That was the last time we were there. But it's super nice, and the last time, if you remember, I really wanted to get the vegetable gratin, and they took my order for it, and then they were sold out.
Yeah.
I got it this time, and it's delicious.
Wait, do we say it weird? Orange.
Orange?
Orange. Wait,
yeah,
did we say orange? Yeah, wait.
Orange.
Oh, you're saying that. I thought you were saying O-U-R versus A-R-E, like people say our.
Orange?
Our, like our food versus our food.
Yeah. Well, it depends on
same.
the sentence. I sometimes say our or our.
Right. But I say
Orange. Button.
Orange. Is it supposed to be orange? Orange? How do you say it? Orange.
Orange.
Naranja. Is that the word? Spider? Or araña? Araña grande. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. I say orange. Orange. Oh, you missed the middle. I do say the inch.
How do they say it in Texas then?
Orange. No, that's not.
Yeah, they yell it every time.
Orange.
That's like the grocery store self-checkout when it's like, you put your oranges on the belt.
You put your 3 jalapeno peppers on the belt.
So we went there. I'm telling you, that bartender also needs to be studied.
He's fantastic.
I hope that he has like a mentorship program where he's training other folks.
He's funny.
He's makes really delicious drinks. I got a dirty martini because I had it the last time and it was fantastic. It's probably like one of the best dirty martinis that I've had. It's not super salty. It's just got a really nice flavor. And he made it and he brought it out, and then like I guess he had leftovers in the shaker, and so he comes out like a minute later. He's like, "Oh, I had extra. You get extra." And I'm like, "Okay, thanks. I'll take it."
Like, you're awesome. These taste amazing. You're a great bartender. He goes, "Thanks. I got another job." Or
I guess I'll keep my job.
Yeah, I guess I'll keep my job for one more day.
Yeah.
That was it. Meg White said, "We say they are freedom fruit because they are orange like our amazing president." And then said, "I'm being funny."
Freedom.
We have treeing stories to tell as well. The food. Do you want to talk any more about the?
They had this
gratin?
thing called the gratin was great.
Although the waiter called it gratin. It wasn't gratin. It's not gratin.
I don't think so. I think it's gratin.
It's not gratin.
Yeah,
There's
but
no
that's
debate
okay.
over it.
It sounds fancier, I think, saying gratin.
Yeah, I think gratin is actually
I think
very
gratin is
rotten
very
word.
That's
why
I agree.
I don't like gratin.
So, but it was delicious. It's like it was. It had like a little cream sauce on top that was a little thin, but I liked it. And it had layers of like vegetables in it. Really tasty. And it had a side of green beans.
And then, do you know what we got? Never heard of it before, and it's a real thing.
That's what I wanted to say. I really love it.
Sorry.
No. Chocolate salami.
And chocolate salami, I couldn't understand why anyone would call it salami. And I thought the way it said rolled up, that they took chocolate, you know when you go to Creamery, what's that place? The Cold Stone. You know when you go to Cold Stone and they like freeze the ice cream and then they roll it up?
Oh,
that I thought it was going to be like a little cup of like those.
No, that's not Cold Stone. They don't do that. They chop it up and then they scoop it.
No, but they could also fly.
No, I don't think. I think that's like a Filipino thing that they do, where they do the rolls of ice cream. No, I don't think so. No, not a Cold Stone. So then
it comes out, and I was fascinated because it's basically like a poop log.
23. Chocolate salami, is that what the kids call it now?
It's like a poop log, and they slice it into what look like salamis, like little
but
salamis.
No, what it is it's like a it's the pickle. It's like the some kind of like chocolate ganache, I guess. I don't know. It's like, I tried to look up the recipe. I really want to make it. But then it's got like some hazelnuts that are chopped up and mixed in.
Oh, that's what the white was?
It's some hazelnut, but it also has vanilla wafers that are chopped up and mixed. And so it's a really nice texture. It's got really nice flavors. I think I did.
Because when you kind of like look at it, it kind of looks like salami, but like brown. Like
no,
dark.
I didn't. I just took a picture of the gratin.
Yeah.
This was the gratin.
That's, the craziest detail right now that we're showing. No, not a Tootsie. Oh, if you took a Tootsie Roll, made it as big as like this, and then cut the Tootsie Roll.
There were like
this.
4 slices of it. They were all probably like
thick.
a quarter of an inch thick.
And then, it was delicious.
Maybe like 2
maybe
inches.
That,
like
a fudge roll with other things and nuts mixed in.
Yeah, kind of, Patsy. It was really good though. And then they had like powdered sugar on top and strawberries. Really nice.
I enjoyed it a lot.
I want to try it. I looked it up. It said its origins were from a bunch of different places. I landed on Turkish only because you convinced me that the guy who was there was Arabic.
Yeah.
But now it turns out he probably just speaks.
Or maybe he just speaks Portuguese. And for me, in that moment in my mind, it was like, he's an Arabic.
So that was a lovely night out at the at the motel.
Viennetta ice cream. Do you remember that, Chris?
Yes.
When we were younger.
I don't think I ever had it.
I never had it, but to me, it
looked
was
so
the
luxurious.
Definition of luxury.
I feel like my concern with it though is that
immediately melts.
That and it probably freezer burns immediately, like crystals on it. Like when
I felt like
it immediately melts. You take it from the grocery store to there. It's defrosted a little bit, and now it's got like crystals on it.
I used to think when I was younger that if I ever went to a house that served that, I don't belong in that house.
Yeah,
I'm
so fancy.
I'm too much of a nuisance.
Yeah,
a Aladdin pauper.
Yeah,
to belong in that house. A street rat.
A street rat.
Street rat.
Wait, what's the next line? Scoundrel.
Riff raff.
Don't you think I'm very tasty? No,
you got it almost right. Riff raff, street rat. I know the reprise. I don't buy that. If only they'd look closer. I know that line.
It kind of so Swiss roll is gonna have cream in the middle though, Mozzie. But Swiss roll is like soft, cakey. This is pretty firm. Like whatever this salami is, like almost like I don't know. I've never had anything like it.
Why am I drawing a blank right now? My brain is broken. How does that song start? What's the name of the song, first of all?
Swiss rolls are really nice, though. Street Rat.
No, it's not Street Rat. It's,
Well, you think of it, and then let's get on to the...
Well, I think he's rather tasty.
Oh, yeah.
And I think they cut that line from the...
Oh, why? Because it was too sexy?
Something like that, yeah. Gotta keep one jump ahead of the red line, one swing ahead of the sword. I steal only what I can afford, and that's everything. One jump ahead of the lawman, that's all, and that's no joke. These guys don't appreciate I'm broke.
Yeah, I love that song.
Me too.
What a bop.
We should watch Aladdin later. Okay, yes, fridge talk.
Okay, so when was it?
Is that the next thing? Yeah. Okay, so here's the plan for the day of the stream, like the lack of stream yesterday. We planned on, Chris wanted to, what did you want to do before the fridge situation?
What do you mean?
Did you have a plan or no?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm kind of like fly by the seat of my pants.
So my goal, what I wanted to do was complete the circular part of the path here at Camp Muskrat.
I needed to dewinterize.
Oh, yeah. That's what your initial thing was. So while I was going to be working on that, Chris was going to be dewinterizing. And like, just, using the Kubota, cutting the lawn and all of that. Secondary task for me.
Jake Hat said it's Italian, Romanian, and Portuguese.
What? Okay, that makes sense.
Broken biscuits, cocoa, butter, and sometimes alcohol such as port wine or rum. I don't think I tasted any rum. Definitely no port wine in it. It was really nice.
So after my circle thing, a secondary thing was going to be collect a couple of broken trees or broken down trees and knock one of the broken trees that was like sort of in my way. And what I mean by the circle path is right now, when you walk into the forest at Camp Muskrat, you're on Sylvester Street. You make a right on Jean Grey Grove. And then after Jean Grey Grove, I started a Jean Grey Grove extension that turns back towards the Airstream. And if I've managed to connect that, I've now made a loop. Like you can go around that in a loop. And I needed Chris's help, but anytime I've asked Chris to do anything related to outside stuff with that, it's an immediate, like, absolutely not. Or maybe, but I will be absolutely miserable the entire time doing it. So who wants to do that with he knows that he's doing the right thing.
It's just so dirty.
And so those were my two tasks.
These delicate hands can't get that dirty.
Yeah, sure. Those were my two tasks. And then after dewinterizing, we had the fridge turned on and we thought, like, all right, all the shit's cooling. Chris opens up the fridge and it's still just warm, like full, nothing has happened in it. And that starts the path of this is what we're focusing on for the whole rest of the day. And it was absolutely hell on earth. Now, for folks who've been around here long enough to remember, this was a situation we had last year where we had to bring in the fridge.
Oh, hey, Asian queer.
We had to bring in the fridge to the service shop to get it fixed. And
what happened last time? Yeah, and this happened at the end of the last season. So we really haven't used the fridge much while we were here. And what was happening before is the fridge was fridging, or no, the fridge was freezing over, and the freezer was warm prior.
Right. And now it's that the freezer is doing its job, but the bottom part is not doing its job. And long story short, for part of it, like just to sum up something before we get into the details, we are now professional electrical.
No, we're repair.
People.
Yeah.
Like
is your refrigerator running? No, we're coming.
We're coming. We are setting up shop. We know what we're doing. And
there are compressors, there are coils, there's optical boards. And
my favorite part of this all was I posted a question on this one Facebook group that we're a part of with which is like the largest Airstreamers group that's on Facebook. And I posted the question and I put a picture of us saying like, this is us in front of the Airstream. And people
Maytag repair.
People got like, there was a lot of discourse on this page. It got like,
no, everybody got into thermodynamics and everything.
Yeah, it got real intense.
They were like, no, there's no cooling agent in the refrigerator.
This is what Facebook's entire like thing is all about. People just like to say things, even though it may not have to do with anything. Where people are like, oh well, you gotta wait. That's it. You gotta wait.
Yeah,
or it'll get cold.
Yeah, it's only been a week. It'll fridge.
Yeah. And then someone else being like, did you try this? And I'm like, no, there's none of that. Whatever. And then the one guy commented something that seemed pretty like legitimate. And I read it to Chris. We were like, let's try this thing. And then I wrote back saying this thing doesn't exist in our fridge. And then another person wrote back, which was just the man wrote back and was like, no, that's not how fridges work. Fridges work by doing this into that, and then this happens.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you for that. And his profile picture.
But I want to say
was like an eagle. Just set the stage there.
What I want to say is that it's not a matter of like a normal fridge where you just pull it away from the wall. It is actually bolted into the structure of the Airstream, and so it's like it's time consuming and it's complicated. Like we had to look up how do you actually even remove it.
First of all, both of us thought that we couldn't remove it because
get an old fashioned ice box.
That's what I said. I said get an ice box. The part of it that concerned me about removing it was that I thought there was connections between the inside and the outside that like prevented from being removed. And until we looked up and found out that it's actually just like 8 screws total, but it's very heavy and the whole thing was very complicated. But
so there's two types of RV
the Airstream.
fridges.
We're talking about the Airstream fridge, and the Airstream fridge.
There's two types. There's what we used to have in our old Airstream was a propane based one. So somehow it uses propane when it's not on electricity to cool down. So there's like a gas line to it. There's electricity to it. It's like complicated.
Yeah.
This one is just DC power, so it runs off of the battery and shore power when you're plugged in, like we are here. So.
Yeah, Heidi, we got it fixed. And then the opposite is now happening, where instead of the freezer not working, it's the main part of the fridge that's not working. Also, Hoppy said this profile pic was dark sunglasses, dark hat, selfie from inside the car. It was his banner was the photo of when his ear got cut with the blood. So there's that.
So we got the refrigerator out. And then it felt like there was a loose cable. And so we thought we solved it because there's a fan that's inside the refrigerator that draws air from the freezer into the fridge. And so what I thought was...
What I think we learned literally is that the thing that's creating the cold on the outside of the fridge is blowing that air into the top of the freezer, right? The freezer cube is getting now really cold.
Yeah.
And then that means the bottom part of the freezer is now making the top part of the fridge cold. And so the fan that's below that is blowing that cold air into the rest of the fridge, but it'll never get as cold as the freezer because there's the divide.
Yeah.
And so we were thinking the fan that was supposed to blow the cold air was not blowing. That was part of it.
Now, there's like multiple things that we actually really learned during this, and I'm like joking about coils and everything. There are thermistors in the fridge and freezer. I never want to hear that word again in my life, but they are the sensors that tell the thing like cool or don't cool in either or. There are fans that are inside the fridge that draw air from the freezer. There's a fan on the back compressor that pushes or that cools down the compressor. That is like the cooling unit, I guess. And that there's a drip pan that takes the moisture that drips from the refrigerator and evaporates it.
Correct.
And there are wiring diagrams that we were familiar with now.
So question, because I read this online somewhere too, about how the machine removes heat and that's what creates the cold.
Yeah.
How do you remove heat?
I think that I don't know. I mean, it's something with thermodynamics, but I don't know.
Okay, so it removes heat, it doesn't create the cold.
Yeah, I think you have to go from... I don't know.
Our fridge is an advancement in science.
Yeah, it's magic.
So the drip pan thing that Chris is talking about at the very back of the bottom part of the fridge, the tall part of the fridge, like where you put your normal stuff, not your freezer stuff. This drip tray thing Chris is talking about is the plastic molding of like the wall, the shape of that back wall. It almost looks like you could put a little ball, and if you put the ball at the top of on either side, it would just drip down like a little track. It would roll down and meet at a certain point, and that point has a tiny little hole in it.
Oh my God.
And the point of all of this is that when the water on the back of the fridge starts condensating,
it's like a drip pan.
Yeah, it starts falling down, and then it literally just like slides down and comes out.
And there's a little narrow hole that goes down to that drip pan.
Right. And so our first time removing the fridge, we unscrewed everything. We unscrewed the fan at the top. We're basically just repair techs at this point, like fully repair techs. And the last screw of the top of the fan that I needed to remove fell, like, because gravity is assisting it. And so it fell to the ground.
As gravity does.
And then it went missing inside the fridge. I'm like, I don't understand. Where did the screw go? I'm very, very confused. And I look back into that back part of the fridge, the back middle part of it, and right at the bottom in the hole, the screw landed a 1 in a million shot right in there and got stuck.
Any hole's the goal.
Any hole is the goal. Even if it's the tiniest little hole with the tiniest little screw, they'll find it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I could not even believe what had just happened. And best part, the screws are not magnetic, because why not? Why would they be magnetic?
Yeah.
And so we couldn't even put like magnets to it.
Or
We
like a
couldn't put the
screwdriver to it.
And so at this point, we're absolutely fucked because we basically now just broke the fridge. It will never work because it'll never release the condensation and all of that. And how do you get a screw out in that tiny little hole?
Yeah, how do you unscrew?
You know, you can't unscrew. It's
once you're screwed, you're screwed.
And so now what? Now what would one do? Right. And that was part of the problem. That's the real big frustration we had yesterday was not only did we have to take out the screw thing once, but I was thinking stick and gum too, Garden Gnome. I also
Dr. Houseman, that makes sense. Okay, they're not intentionally trying to screw us. They're stainless steel so they don't rust, and then that's not going to be magnetic.
No, they tried to screw us.
Okay.
They absolutely
But also, we didn't try sticky tape. Why didn't we do that? We have tape. We didn't try it.
You mean just tape? It's sticky tape is ATM machine.
Yeah.
You want to go try it now?
No, we did it already. Finish your...
So, in the state of frustration, we clearly couldn't see straight because at this point now, by the way, what had happened was the fridge was back in. Fully back in, fully closed up, everything. We were going in for the second time to try to figure out what was going on. And by doing it, we removed the fan. That's when the screw got stuck. What to do next? We removed the whole fridge once more, pulled it out fully, and inverted the whole fridge upside down to have the screw drop from the hole that it was in. And it worked. We got the screw out.
Yeah. And
we fixed it. We basically...
So it was a loose cable, and then so now the fan was working inside. And
I can't. Everyone is coming up with great ideas, and by that I mean Garden Gnome, Play-Doh, Silly Putty. Oh my God.
So
Thank you, Dr. House. Dr. House just got a memo and said, yes, they are trying to screw you on this one. Gravity rules.
So the cable was loose in the back. The fan started working. And then after that, we went to plug it in or did whatever. No, Hobby. So the one side said you can rotate it onto this side. So I asked that question too, if like you could actually flip it. But the one side said like this side is okay for being up. But anyway, it's working.
Yeah.
So then
we did not stream any of it because at this moment it's when it's like I was calm, Chris was calm, but I had one little moment of freak out when I realized I had to undo the whole thing again because I was like, God damn this shit. All I want to do is work outside and this is not happening, all of this stuff. And it was very frustrating. The last thing I was thinking of was like streaming the nonsense of this, although it could have been really funny.
Then we plugged in the at night. I realized that the door was like slightly open and not hitting the latch exactly. And that was the second problem. And so after that, we fixed it. It worked fine.
Yeah, we got to push the door up, and then Chris is going to 3D print
like some washers
to keep the door up so that it doesn't prevent this from happening. And then later at night, we open the door, and guess what? Cold air flowing in. The removal of heat worked. What was actually wrong? We don't know.
So I think it was here's what I think. I think the cable was loose. We fixed the cable. And then what I think maybe happened is like when we were here in the winter, it was working okay. I don't know if like the cold or the warm temperatures now relaxed the metal in like the post that the door sits in. And like it maybe before was supporting itself, but now it's dropping down into that post. and that's what's causing the latch not to line up.
Maybe.
I bet when they took the door off when they did the repair, some of those washers fell off.
Maybe.
And they never put them back on again. So I'm going to, that's what I think, Kathy.
Yeah.
I think the winter could have something settled differently when it was warmer. And so I'm going to 3D print those washers.
I'll say being inside of the Airstream in the tiny spaces it is to begin with, and having a full fridge on the floor and having us tilting the fridge up and down and like I mean, when I tell you,
I see you, Doctor.
Was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah.
Hobby, absolutely. I mean, like, we know where that things settle when we drive it too.
But now we're at a point where we're so comfortable with the removal of the fridge that, like, if something were to actually be wrong, I'd rather just take the fridge out and put it in the truck and drive it to there and
to the dealer.
Fix it.
Yeah,
you know, whatever. If you give us a new one, we'll put it right back in. It's all good. We now know all of how to do it.
So the washers are super small. They just go on this. There's like a post at the bottom and the top where the doors like sit in, and then there are washers that kind of like elevate it a little bit. So we're gonna take the doors off tomorrow before we leave. I'll take one of the washers home. I have calipers. I'll measure it. I'll make a new print of it, and then we can just put as many washers as we want on there.
Jen said maybe it was Gregory who gained access to keep warm in the winter and somehow messed it up.
Could be.
I haven't seen him yet, and it makes me nervous, but it's also like a cold time outside. Now, after that at this point, I meant to mention earlier when we were at breakfast or lunch or whatever we did.
Fridge not cold, we'll fix it.
And and Chris said he wants to work on the fridge, and I said, I'm like, do you want to, like, I would really like for you to help me outside. He was like, yeah, I will if we fix the fridge. And he knew that it was a way to get me to, like, be positive about fixing the fridge so that afterwards he can help me. And he honored that deal. And he went outside. And,
I'm a man of my word.
And helped me with the trees. And it was a great time. I mean, I'm exhausted physically today from it. Like, my muscles are very sore. What people don't realize in driving the Kubota, there's a lot of like physicality to it with the pushing of.
I said this to you last night, but I'm so incredibly impressed with how you're able to maneuver it. There's so many knobs and doodads and switches really and everything.
It's go or not go.
No, but
go or rewind.
Elias is driving this into the, like, he knows how to position the front hoe. What are they called? The front hoe and the back hoe.
The front hoe, yeah.
Like a top and a bottom.
Yeah.
The front hoe is you're just pushing and like moving stuff.
The front loader is what it is.
And then you put in, like, I saw you picking up the tree by the branch with the front hoe and then dropping it down again so that it rotates. Like, it was magic to me. And then he's doing this thing where he, like, the log is attached with the rope. He's backing up. And then he's like pulling it a little far, but then doing a quick turn to like get it aligned. It's really something. It's quite a sight. It's quite a sight.
Well, thank you. It took years of practice. No, I mean, I'm just doing it. I mean, it's video game mechanics to me. But yeah, we did drop the. Yes, the front nose, the loader. Nikki.
Thank you, Nikki.
Nikki's gonna be like,
yeah, she's like, oh, bad, even. Absolutely bad.
So I used the Kubota to drop a tree, and I posted on my personal Instagram.
I can't believe how powerful that thing is, though.
No, it's crazy.
This tree that came down that you were lugging,
but it was dead. It was. Oh, you're saying how when I was pulling?
No, but it's not only that it's pulling the weight of the tree; it's also pulling the ground up with it. Yeah, like when the branch catches on like some of the dirt or whatever, and it's like, I don't give a fuck.
Doctor, I said I still wish I can get a small log to make something from at some point. I mean, we have a bajillion. I don't know what the mechanics are of mailing a log.
I don't know.
Can I just slap a postage stamp on the log and call it a day?
I think we need to figure out like how do you, what are the requirements?
Yeah. I think it's manageable. I mean, we literally have, we
just need a good cut of it because a lot of it is like rotten.
15 cords of wood. No, not rotten, just like dead.
Yeah.
There's a difference. If it's rotten, it's like real bad.
3 penny white stamps.
Yes, 3 Betty White stamps. So he helped me with that and organized it all. Now the next step of it all for me is to chop it up into wood. And I don't know if anyone here does wood chopping in that capacity, but I'd like to know what's the best way to do that. I want a system where I can quickly and easily put the log on something, chop, 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 chop with the chainsaw. I need a better chainsaw. The chainsaw that I have is not cut out to do this kind of work. I have a tree splitter, a wood splitter. I just want the work to be effective and not constantly fixing and pulling and tugging and this and that, you know? Because I'm really good when things are effective. I could just do them for a long time. So
it was an experience. I mean, would I do it again? Maybe if you like do something for me, but
23 said stool pigeon earlier. Chris sabotaged the fridge.
I did.
You didn't. Chris, my whistle, it needs to be wet.
Yeah, let's do that.
Can you get me...
I'm going to check the fridge.
For what?
I just want to make sure it's still going.
Can you also, before you hand me the water, or get me the wine, get me a water bottle?
Yeah. Did I make you the best breakfast ever this morning?
The best breakfast. It was my absolute favorite in the whole world. It was eggs and cheese and fake bacon on English muffin
Sourdough
with some with little tater tots. What's going on? Why are you looking like that?
I'm just checking it.
Wet wood is a little harder to split, but all of the wood I do, I keep it outside right in the sun. So by the time I get to doing it, it's like really dry. For sure.
So what do you think? Is the fridge officially fixed?
The fridge is fixed. I just need some water, please. I'm choking. Yes, Patsy, that's true here too. We're not allowed to bring camp muskrat, we're not allowed to buy.
It's like a certain mile.
Yeah. Wait, so are we doing it illegally when we're bringing it down to...
No, it's 50 miles.
Oh.
The locking of the eyes is...
Wow. Thank you.
Okay, here.
All right, here we go. Ooh. Scared me, Chris.
Ooh. Gay.
Here's the wine among the giants. It's got an X. X marks the spot.
There was an X on the cork at the top.
Oh.
Like X marks the spot.
This is a wine from Washington. It's got an X on it. I'm assuming that's right where they get it from. It's all about the destination, and X marks the spot where the perfect elevation and soil intersect to create a memorable experience. We are shoulder to shoulder with the best in Washington. You found us at the X? We're among the giants. This is from Goose Gap.
What is the...
13.9. Tammy, I have no idea what kind of wood this is up here. I think many of them are pine because I see a lot of pine cones on the ground, but I don't know specifically what kind. Whoops, sorry, Chris. Because my mom even said something about like when you burn pine, it's not good because it sparks because of the sap and it gets all crazy. I don't know. To me, wood is wood. Isn't that true? Does it burn? Yes.
Will it blend?
Jen said, is this a woman-owned business providing instructions on how to get to the spot? Dr. House goes, how dare you? Jen, I doubt it. It seemed very like ChatGPT the back. I feel like if it was a woman-owned business, it would have been much better than that. Okay, it smells okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's very dark.
It's dark, it smells okay, but with a little bit of like armpit.
Yeah, no, I get raspberry armpit.
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely, I can't, it's... Like a sweaty man. Sweaty balls. It's so raspberry forward.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like a raspberry jam. I don't know. I kind of like it.
Oh, yeah, I think I do too. Tammy said, yeah, pine's not the greatest to burn. Birch burns long and hot. And you will know if it's birch if they have a white or dark.
No, we don't have any birch trees
No, and
here.
you know why I know we don't? Because none of them look like the Valheim trees.
Yeah, no, birch trees are pretty. Wait, do birch trees also smell like root beer? Like the bark?
You know those trees that smell like cum?
What trees are you going around?
When we were younger, they had a bunch like sea caucus.
Why is this tree covered in white stuff and it smells funny?
It's got white flowers at the end of it, and it smells like it. Megabytes.
I do like this wine. It's a little sharp. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain that.
It's just missing the mark for me. I feel like, but it's also the first taste of it. I mean, listen, the armpit thing is a little off-putting, but I'll go for anything once. And then
Tammy said, I've never noticed that. I know my son is allergic to them, though. Megabyte said magnolia. I gotta look them up. Like, is a magnolia tree like a full tree? I thought a magnolia was like a flower.
You've said this to me multiple times.
Oh my God, maybe it's a magnolia tree.
You said this to me multiple times where you're like, you know those trees that smell like cum? And it's like you've like, this is common knowledge. I've never heard of this before.
Yeah, these.
Ask it if a birch tree can
ornamental pear or Pyrus calorie pear.
Is a birch tree, does it smell like root beer?
These calorie pear trees, Bradford pear trees. Wow. Okay, wait, what?
Does birch trees smell like, does the bark smell like
trees smell like
root beer, or is that birch tree?
Yeah, certain birch trees, particularly black and yellow birch trees, have a characteristic aroma that can be described as reminiscent of root beer.
It's 13.9. Kathy, I am ready to rate this wine.
1, 2, 3,
5.5. It just missed the mark. Bradford pear trees smell like fish. I think it's good. I would get it again. It kind of hits the spot. Like it says X marks the spot. It's like 90% the spot.
Is it fish? But it's not. It's a bit more sweet. When I think of...
I don't eat that much pineapple. I'm just saying.
When I think of that smell, it's like fish is distinctly fish. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And not fish. Cum did something else, whatever that is. And I feel like this does not, they're not the same. You know? Yeah, that's what I saw there, the Pyrus Calamira. Pyrus Calamira, that's what they call me in college.
Here he comes again, coming to school smelling like spunk. What
is wrong with us?
We didn't even have wine yet.
Nothing.
Okay,
just had a nap.
Wait, so
Jesus.
I did want to talk about the grilled cheese that we had the other day. Because this is apparently we're 5-year-olds. We have Lunchables and then we have grilled cheese the next day. After
Thank you, Megabytes. You never know what stream will ride.
We went to another restaurant for breakfast, And we got grilled cheese there. And let me tell you, it was probably one of the best grilled cheese I ever had.
Correct, except the stuff was all sticky.
Did you
see the ketchup? I didn't mean to tell you this, or like I wasn't going to tell you this, but now we're here.
No, I think they refill the ketchup.
I think they refill all of their stuff without ever washing.
Oh, 100%.
Like, you know when you have the squeezed ketchup where the bottom comes... But I feel like
ketchup is acidic enough that it's fine.
I agree, but when you touch it and your fingers stick to it, and here's the real big culprit. When you do ketchup... when you pour ketchup with the spout, that's the easy spout. And then, you know how if you push the sides in to inflate it with air, it sucks up air to like refill, refill.
No, these bottles were tired.
They were just flat as a pancake. And it was so difficult to get ketchup out.
But the grilled cheese was nice. It was on like Texas toast and it had like a nice crisp to it.
It was delish.
Steak fries. They did a good job.
Yeah, it was really nice. The steak fries. Listen, folks, fries aren't healthy. I love them. I could eat them all the time at any point.
Of course.
Ever. Breakfast, lunch,
dinner. Yeah.
And my question is, why aren't they healthy? They're potatoes. He lived up in the Martian land eating potatoes the whole time.
Yeah, poo potatoes, and he was good.
You know? Let's
base our whole lifestyle off of a fictional character.
Yeah.
So the
Mammer said, quote, I prefer a lot of semen. Meryl Streep and it's complicated. One of my faves. The tree talk made me think of. I don't know that line particularly. I probably should have led with this being a quote than just saying I prefer a lot of semen. Did you see the semen races?
Oh, I did. Yeah, from UCLA.
Races. Yeah, the UCLA person lost, I think.
Is it something that's
worth
studying?
They do it?
That was my question, and I went to the comments. Apparently,
it was visible. You could see it.
Well, it's probably under a magnifying glass.
But
apparently sperm is like trained to go against the current.
So where current is, it will go.
Yeah, like if you have like vagina current, it knows that it needs to go against the grain.
Yeah.
And so they give a little current, like a little vagina current.
Sorry, not semen, the sperm. The sperm races. Semen is the whole globule, but the sperm.
And then they just raced them, and then I guess somebody won.
How do they even know whose is who? What I mean is, like, if it's horse racing.
It's probably like they go to the lab and they're like, you.
No, I mean, like,
go do it and then bring back the results.
It was mixed sperms?
I don't know.
It's crazy. That's crazy. But you could see them racing.
Yeah. Apparently it was a legitimate study. I don't know what they're studying other than like maybe creating a new sport.
I don't know.
Like NASCAR. Then what would it be called?
No. I hope this doesn't turn into a sport. Like, I've got the fastest sperms in the East.
Yeah, I'll watch the collection method.
For the people who are donating that, you don't want to watch.
Well, you don't know.
I know.
The sport hasn't been established yet.
I think it will be.
What would the sport be named, though? Not like, okay, I don't even know why it's NASCAR. And then there's like the Kentucky Derby. So like maybe it would be like.
It would be like
the Spunky Derby.
Yeah, I was thinking something.
Probably the Spunky Derby.
Did you watch the Spunky Derby this weekend?
Yeah,
it works.
Yeah. The pregame. I would participate in that. What is it? The tailgating?
Yeah.
It would be bratwursts.
Come dumpy derby. Jen said, did you know that sperm don't just die in the uterus since the fallopian tubes and eggs are not attached? Sperm just keep swimming and end up dying in the vagina haver's abdomen. Whoa, they go past the goal?
Yeah, at some
into
point
the stomach?
Yeah. Yeah. Sam, if she were on, she would lose her mind right now.
Hold on. This is like an honest, like a legitimate question. And I think we all are here to learn from the Airstreamer.
Yeah.
But when the semen goes inside,
yeah,
and it travels and it's getting to the the goal is that through the vagina, it's getting to the uterus. Where is the egg?
Out in the fallopian tube.
In the fallopian tubes? Because isn't it dropping?
Yeah, that's when you get the ectopic pregnancy or something. When it happens, the fertilization happens in the fallopian tubes.
So the egg...
Is that what it is? Is that what it's called?
Outside of the uterus. The ectopic pregnancy.
Yeah, outside the uterus, I'm saying, would maybe be the fallopian tubes.
Yeah, Heidi said, good job.
Yeah, if Sam were here, she would school all of us.
So when the semen they go up the fallopian tube. Is that true?
That's what I'm thinking.
So they're swimming up the fallopian tube and then get to ultimately the egg potential.
Yeah.
When the egg potential is not there, or if one of them did do the egg thing, the rest of them just are like gung ho.
Yeah. Full steam ahead.
And they just keep going. And then if you like connect that whole tube, whatever, to the rest of your body, what
no,
comes
but
out?
It's not. It's not. It's like that's the end point. It's like it's cavernous.
No, I know there can only be one, but once the one connects, all the others can't connect anymore. But they just, from what Jen is saying, they just keep going. They keep going past that point.
Yeah, maybe to the glass ceiling. But they're like, this
she's saying
is
the
like
abdomen. Am I thinking the abdomen?
Yeah, but abdomen doesn't mean your stomach. It's just going up to the top of the uterus.
Do they hit a wall?
Yeah, we all hit a wall at some point. Sperm included.
The fallopian tubes and the ovaries are not attached. Oh, wait, the ovaries. Isn't the ovaries where the destination is? And they're fast, too, until they hit that wall.
Ovaries are the gumball machine.
Then they're stunned sperm.
The ovaries are the gumball machine that releases into the fallopian
eggs
tubes.
Come from the ovaries, yeah.
And then they go down this the slide.
Megabyte said, does this work on the backside? Marmer said, I saw a TikTok where the woman realizes lyrics to Crash Into Me and I Come Into You are literal.
Wait, isn't that Train? Wait, Train or is that...
What?
Yeah, we need an iPad drawing.
No, we will get canceled if I start drawing vaginas.
Oh, Dave Matthews. Yeah, but
Crash Into... I know it. I know the song. Leftover sperm all ends up in her abdomen. What does that mean? What is the abdomen?
Like just this part.
So the sperm's on the outside of me when you're pointing to this?
No, I think that it's just in your uterus and then it gets washed out with the period juices. Probably. Isn't that shedding your uterine wall?
So if you're someone who enjoys sex a lot and gets spermed up a lot, do you then have more discharges? Fuller discharges?
I guess.
I'm
Unless you
fascinated.
get absorbed. Do you absorb any of it? Is it is it like a coffee enema? That's what I'm wondering.
Fridge.
You
repairman.
absorb some of it.
Fridge repairmen, lumberjacks, and sex ed teachers. What can't these guys do in one stream?
Yeah.
What?
Exactly, 23.
Jen said you do not have fuller discharges. It leaks out, Heidi said. Kara said they are stuck way up in there.
Yeah.
Dr. House said a quintillion sperm is still a tiny physical amount. Okay. Oh, right, because we're not talking about the semen didn't make it there. It's the
the
pixels, the dots that made it there. Okay, that makes more sense to me.
Was there anything?
Bobby said somehow we collectively know more about fridges than our bodies. And you know what? That right there is the problem with everything.
Yeah.
People legislating and trying to legislate people's bodies when they know nothing about these bodies. Do you know how frustrating that is? You think this is funny?
No, I think Jen is really funny. I think I know a lot, Jen.
How do we fix it?
I don't know. Go to classes, more practice. I don't know.
We need sex ed in school.
We don't even know what consciousness is.
Why did you go there?
Because I'm just saying that's a part of our body. We don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. No one's voting against consciousness. Legislation doesn't say, I say these conscious people don't get a, you know, they can't control their bodies because they are of this conscious variety.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, I'm talking about legislation that exists.
Yeah. I don't even think we know enough about it to legislate it yet. But then what about the Neuralink then? That's something that's impacting.
You're taking it other ways. I'm saying we know.
I'm saying you can think with down there and you can think with up here.
You are saying something way different. What I'm saying is the people who are legislating the people's bodies who have all this going on know nothing about this. I know nothing about this. Yeah. And I can probably go legislate stuff about this. I know more about the fridge repair.
Yeah, you're right.
That's all that I'm saying. Everyone needs to step back and not legislate.
I'm just also asking the question of what is consciousness? I get it.
You know, it's absolutely wild.
Yeah.
It pisses me off. Yeah, 23. Let Congress legislate fridges and let women control their bodies.
Yeah. I feel like Congress does do some work in fridges,
it's all women that they're trying to control. It's not about men and our sperms and our semen.
Yeah, Mayor.
You know?
I think that they went through a whole legislation process with moving from like Freon to RJ24 to like P22 and all these different greenhouse gases.
For what?
For fridges. Like they're legislating fridges.
Yeah.
Big time.
No, you said, Mayor, and then you went into that, and then I got confused.
No, men shouldn't have some sort of birth control.
No. You know the T, the contraceptive thing, IUD.
Yeah,
I thought you were saying that that's made up of like some toxic thing.
I don't know.
I don't even know what it is. But yes, to make sure I'm clear on my words here. I thought they
were also maybe taking some. They were developing some pill that men could take, but also having your tubes tied versus getting a vasectomy. Tubes tied is a very invasive procedure, and it's likely not reversible. Getting your balls clipped, is like
it's just like a pinch.
Yeah, easy peasy. People love to do it during March Madness.
Insane,
and it's likely reversible. So why aren't?
Because it's all about controlling women. And the thing about saying the word women in this case, what I think is complicated and nuanced in some capacity, in my opinion, is that there are many, very small amount, but very many trans men who will effectively experience all of this stuff, having uteruses and having fallopian tubes and ovaries and all of that I think it's just so complicated in such a variety of ways. Controlling anyone's body should be an absolute no-go. Absolutely no-go. No one should be legislating how someone takes care of their own body. Full stop.
Yeah.
That's my takeaway.
Biglia said that IUD insertions are painful and done without pain meds.
Yeah, no, I follow many people who talk about this on Instagram, you know?
Okay, so have we covered all of the topics that we wanted to cover? And then some.
Megabyte said not to get too far into politics. Here we go, but I'm furious. I have one payment left to ask for loan forgiveness, and they have put us all on forbearance for the foreseeable future, and it possibly is going to go away. The loan forgiveness is going to go away. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mega. Yeah. Listen, student loans are sucky. I mean, look, grad school for me was super expensive. We're still paying for that. We're still paying for you.
Side question is this. Do you think government should legislate whether doctors can refuse services?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. My opinion is I don't think so.
I think that doctors should make the decisions.
Yeah.
as a general statement.
I think we need to give doctors the ability to know what's best for their patient.
I mean, like, there's edge cases, I'm sure, with like scenarios where you have like a doctor who's not acting properly in their practice, and then there should be consequences to that.
For sure, yeah. I mean,
But
everything is going to have
yeah.
like ups and downs, but I think that what drives me nuts because of all this legislation is like there are women who have died, people straight up who have died pregnant in the states that it's become way illegal.
Yeah.
Have died because they are not allowed treatment. And the treatment being is abortion, or treatment being in the ectopic pregnancy, like the abortion, any version of that. The fact that doctors are like, no, sorry, I can't do it because I will go to jail.
Yeah.
That's what we're focusing on.
Yeah.
No, bullshit. Get me the hell out of here. Wow. Other side question. Should a law, here we go. Should a law be put on the books that it's against the law to control women's bodies if you're not the women? And not the women. Should a law be put on the books that's against the law? How would that work? So
that
on the books,
that it's against the law to control women's bodies if you're not the woman. Like, as in,
so the law is unless you are that
like,
person,
you're the end decision.
You are the end decision.
Yeah.
Right. The problem is that why people are allowed to have this legislation is because I read about this recently and I listened to the whole thing. When you remove certain laws or change the laws by the legislation process, it goes back to like prior laws. And some of those prior laws are straight up like 1930s laws, 1940s laws. And that's what allows things to then happen because the law now shifts to what it was. They're like zombie laws or something like that. So that would make it official that like if the law was you cannot make a law unless you are that woman, would essentially fix that going forward too. They wouldn't be able to reverse that. You know, yes, arresting women for miscarriages. A woman who had that miscarriage and didn't know that it was a miscarriage, and then like
that's terrifying.
It's crazy, and now she's in jail. It's no. Yeah, they're doing the 1800s abortions laws here, for sure. I can't believe this is what we're talking about tonight. So what are we? Fridge masters,
but
tree
the
masters.
research in sperm races is strong.
Yeah. Literally, Chris. Did someone say that or did you just come up with that?
I said that.
Literally. We're sex ed teachers. We are politicians. What else are we? We're wine connoisseurs.
Yeah. Pimpco, down with Pimpco.
Wow. Heidi said, yeah, but look how the combo is. You've got women speaking up. I love it. I love it too. I don't love it. That sounds terrible. Like,
I love that folks are vocal about it.
Yes. No, totally. Do you think the sperm will beat Phelps's record? No, I mean, this is just the craziest conversation to go from what we're talking about to this.
Oh my God.
You know? Did you see that conversation where the person was talking to the politician about the lawmaker guy about what intersex is? They were talking about like making it illegal to be trans and getting trans healthcare and all of that. And then the person talking was like, so, but what do you make of an intersex person then? And the guy's like, what's intersex? And the woman was like, wait, so you're trying to make laws about something that you don't know about?
Yeah.
And she was like, let me tell you that there are people who have genitalia from biological men and women both. And he's like, well, but there's still XX or XY. And then did you see the woman next to him? Mm-hmm. She pulls him in. She's like, no, it's not. No, that's true. You know, it's insane. And so the point is, when people don't know what the hell they're talking about, they should not be making laws. I'm done. Let's move on.
Okay. So what's on the agenda for Camp Muskrat? We need to start the garden the next time we're up. That's
Dr. House. I think I saved it. I need to make a note to remember to show you. I'll try to remember because it's really freaking. I mean, it's not funny. It's terrible, but
we didn't get the tiller yet. I did look up the tiller that Kara suggested. It looks like a really nice one. I just have to decide.
See it.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
Like it would do it more comfortably for us.
Yeah, 100%. It looked super nice.
That day is always really exhausting.
And then so we have to check that out. It is on Amazon. They have they might have some at like the hardware stores around here. So
thanks, Kara.
I think the only thing is I don't know how to do the oil stuff, and it always scares me. So
the oil stuff,
like changing the oil. So like I always kind of lean into the electric versions of things.
Oh,
but then I wonder if it's not going to have power. I don't know. We have to think about it more.
I understand that. And part of the problem that I had this today, one of my old coworkers at Apple, I mentioned this to you before, offered his tree cutting device, a tree slitting device, because he got a brand new one that's like much bigger. And I was like, oh, what size is it? Because mine's getting a little small and whatever. And ours is like, I mean, it's like this big.
No, ours is a little puny.
It's a little puny.
Petunia.
Yeah. And he showed me those pictures. I only showed you briefly. And it's like a massive device, but it's gas. And I'm like, immediately, I don't know if I. Yeah. However, you're right that like part of it is that when it's electric, it just, even my electric chainsaw, I don't think is it, you know?
Well, anyway. 2-cycle version, oil and gas gets mixed together in some of these things.
You can get a 2-cycle version so you don't have to worry much about oil. Just mix it in like a snow blower.
Oh, Kara said that Mr. Badger can reach out about the oil stuff. I kind of just sort of like out of sight, out of mind. I just never look at it and I'm like, it's going to be fine.
Megabyte said, I wish I could make money enough to go RVing. There are Megabytes. If you follow, what's his name? The guy that we follow from Colonial, Patrick. Google Patrick Colonial and follow his Instagram because he shows off every day like the coolest things that are like RVs that are way more cheap than like buying a physical unit, where people do things on their trucks, their cars. It's like the coolest stuff that he does.
Look, Mega, I mean, we started years ago. Like we were never outdoors people. And then we started, we had our first RV, and then we sold it during COVID to get this one. But like, we just love it so much. It's such a nice getaway. But yeah, I mean, there's so many options out there. Kara said that it's not difficult. Okay. So then, I mean, maybe that's the right choice.
Or Hobby said you can buy gas and oil premix and it would encourage you would encourage you to do so.
Okay.
Sia's daughter asked, have you considered getting solar panels to help power Camp Muskrat?
We have solar panels
on our, the Airstream. There are solar panels, but because we have electric, we don't need them, but it's nice though. Our Bambi was a little cute little baby.
Yeah, it was a cute little Bambi.
I loved it so much. Oh my god.
I wonder where it is now.
I wonder if it's still in that. I bet that guy never used it.
I bet he never used it.
He was filthy rich.
Yeah.
And didn't he get that house, Chris? I gotta tell you, when we went to that experience, I thought we were dying. That house, I've never felt the feeling of being in someone's house that I did that day. Not because they were mean.
No, they were super nice.
But the house was so weird. Random little nooks and rooms and doors.
No, it was an old house.
Yeah.
But they were rich.
There were ghosts in that house.
Yeah. They just wrote us a cash check for the Airstream.
That was the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Here we go. Just here's the money.
Yeah. But they were really nice.
So anyway, what's going on here on Airstreamers? I don't know. I just looked over my computer. The last thing I've searched is trees that smell like cum. It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
I feel like there was one more thing we wanted to talk about. It was We talked about all the
best
restaurants.
just to get away. The best.
Oh,
the Switch.
Yeah. I was going to say the frogs.
Oh, the frogs.
We went down to the Delaware. We went close to the Delaware today because we went to this place that was, they make like fresh ice cream and it's so good. Really, really nice. And after we had the ice cream there, you had a Coke float, which is like,
I loved it.
but like,
You don't believe that I liked it.
you never had one in the 20 years we've been together. You never had a Coke float.
Sure. Okay. But doesn't mean I didn't when I was younger. And this reminded me of my youth.
Okay. Well, we had that. And then I had this lovely ice cream that the person suggested. It was really nice.
Yeah. She was nice.
She was really nice.
Yeah.
See, we do have good restaurant experiences sometimes. But it was delish. And then it was right on the Delaware. So we went down to the Delaware and we were walking there. And then there was a whole little like, it felt a little bit like the Little Mermaid when she was in the lagoon.
Yeah. They were all singing to us.
All of the frogs.
I heard a noise and I was like, Chris, listen to that. And it was like, and it was really close by. And I was like, what the hell is that animal? And then I look, this little baby frog. It was
but they're like,
this thing. Yeah.
It was so cute.
And then they were singing to each other.
Yeah. I've never, have you tried ice Coke or Coke Zero coffee and cream?
No, that sounds delicious.
Wait, no, that was Dr. House. They called it like an egg cream pie or something.
No, they called it egg soda or something. And it was something like that where it's like cream and the soda. It's basically the Coke float minus the ice cream is what she said. So.
Yeah, no, Dr. House. She said it was really good. I was like,
yeah, egg
cream.
That's what it is.
Yeah, this is so Dr. House. This is so weird. I've never heard of this thing
Baja
before.
Blast with creamer sounds delish.
I've never heard of it in my life, and today Dr. House asks if we've ever tried it.
And the new name of the race? Hey, did you watch last night's egg cream pie?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Egg cream pie in the face.
Yeah. Wait, so what's your story? You done?
No, we just saw the frogs, and
Okay,
they were
the
so
frogs were
cute. Nobody was going down the Delaware today.
Yeah, because it was raining.
It was raining, and it was
It's
so
dangerous.
lovely.
It was perfect. I wish that it was still raining. What are we planting?
I don't know, Heidi.
Chris
Definitely
suggested
cucumbers.
Corn, maybe because I like corn. I don't know how that works though.
Yeah, I need to cater to Eliza's palate, so I know cucumbers are really good. I know that like tomatoes, we always go heavy on tomatoes, but I mean, I feel like I don't know.
I think that for me that I would love peppers, cucumbers, corn, onions, but like the onions didn't do much, you know? The peppers and stuff were great.
Eggplants, okay, so Mega, we tried eggplants last year, but I think last year was
We started a little too late or something.
Well, last year was a problem because we did the day that we did the garden, or we were gonna do the garden, I smashed my face and had to go to the ER.
Oh my God, that's what happened.
So that was a year ago. Is my face healed yet?
I think it's healed.
Well, it still gets a little red.
Yeah, but it's a war story. Whatever. What is that?
War wound.
War wound.
Green onions are a good idea.
Green onions too. Those we could use all the time. You know. Hold on.
Oh, thanks, Big Leah.
Let's switch stories to the Switch. Officially in the world, the Switch is now an available item to pre-order or get. If you haven't gotten one already, tough luck for now. We stayed up, and I gotta tell you, that was one of the craziest pre-order experiences of like all time. No new wasps moving in. I forgot you asked that, Dr. House.
Dr. House.
Earlier.
Oh, de-winterized. We did that. We didn't talk about the poop bucket, but the poop bucket's retired.
I pooped like 3 times in this Airstream.
I folded up the poop bucket. It's like weird origami when I put it away. And so that happened. And then we dewinterized. That was super quick. I think we're so good at that now. We ran the water from the well.
I was out like doing
that's all done. And then there was one other thing. Oh, the bidet.
The bidet.
We 3D printed a bidet and it works great. It
totally works. It's a tiny little laser pointer of water right up your bum. Listen to this, Chris. Hobby said, gotta check your USDA hardiness zones. They reclassified a bunch. Your planting season may have been updated with some new dates. That's a thing.
Oh, really?
That's so lovely to know that we could just do
Hobby.
that. Okay, did we get the Switches according to Best Buy? Yes, but we don't know. What I mean by this is like Nintendo, I think, didn't think, which I don't know why, they didn't think that the Switch would be as popular as it is, the Switch 2. And so they claim now, after all the pre-orders are done, that like, we're so excited that everyone's excited for this, blah, blah, blah. But we just want to remind everyone that it's not a day one delivery, like a day one guarantee, which is crazy. Bottom line is, all the places, everyone's website broke. We somehow got lucky enough. Maybe lucky wasn't the right word.
Wait, this was Wednesday night.
And we had a very busy day on Thursday. Long story short, I slept for 3 total hours. Pokemon Sleep told me I slept for 3 hours on Wednesday into Thursday.
Thursday, I had a really busy day at work. I had a presentation that I had to give in the afternoon for like an hour-long presentation to an audience of 300 people. So like it was like a little stressful. I mean, I like that stuff doesn't bother me much anymore, but I still like wanted to get some rest. But we were up super late because what's more important, your job or Switch 2?
1,000%
a Switch 2.
Yeah, 1,000% a Switch 2. And so how that went was many, many, many hours, literally hours.
No, we started right at 12
of weird silence between us, tapping. No. You know, for hours, and we didn't fully go to bed until about 3:10, I want to say. And the system, the way that Best Buy worked, I guess it's okay, but I wish there was a little bit more information on the website. But when you click the add to cart button, it says you're in line. Please wait for your turn to come up. And
I wish it said like don't refresh or anything.
Yeah,
like
I'm assuming what it was doing, or in that moment, was like letting everyone else properly check their stuff and make sure that by the time it gets to you, when it got to you, you actually are getting one, versus like let everyone figure it all out at once and then whatever happens. But that amount of time of waiting was for hours, until finally at one point Chris has popped up. We were like, oh my God, something happened. And then it was like, enter your info. He entered his info. Then later on, I was going to do it. And then there was a mistake somewhere. And then you had to do it again. It was a whole thing. It was insane.
I mean, long story short, we didn't go to bed until maybe like 2:33.
I didn't go to bed in Pokemon Sleep.
I went to bed at like
3:15.
I went to bed like 2:15.
Yeah. So for folks who are looking to maybe get one from this point forward, I would recommend looking at GameStop in-store. Also check Wario64 on socials. They have a good...
Also, way. I use nowinstock. Nowinstock.com or .net. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, thanks, Chow. I mean, it was really wild. But Steve also asked if we always bought consoles at launch. It's a complicated thing. I mean,
No.
The answer is no. Okay, Steve, for the most part.
Our first big purchase together was the PS3.
That was well after launch.
And then after that, I think it was
even the Xbox was not a launch thing. The Xbox 360, that was before you. The Xbox One wasn't a launch thing. The Xbox Series X wasn't a launch thing.
The Wii's or the Nintendo products we bought at launch.
Since the Wii.
Oh, Costco has a bundle in the works.
Oh, I would love to buy it from Costco there. So here's the deal. We're going to be looking around at any point. So we'll, as soon as we find out info, just to let everyone else know too, like we'll post things to let you know. So
I think what's
and all that
really exciting about the Switch 2 is that when you buy the console, if you had a Switch, you immediately have a library of games to play on.
Yeah, thank God. I'm so happy they did this.
That's really nice.
And I will replay Tears of the Kingdom. I will 100% replay Tears of the Kingdom. It looks so good. You know?
Yeah, now it's stock.net, but Chow, I think you can also, I've done this before for some things that I pre-ordered. Now in stock.net gives you, I mean, they'll probably always say that they're available on eBay. And scalpers will have like a huge markup on it.
Do you know what I learned about scalpers today? That eBay likely makes most of their money from scalpers, which is why companies don't attack them. Like Nintendo could say to them, like,
yeah, because they're getting a percentage.
But yeah, they're definitely like in cahoots.
But I think sometimes they allow you to sign up. I don't know if it's a free or I don't think it's paid. I've never paid for Now in Stock, but you can sign up for notifications that'll tell you when things become available on some of the like big chains.
But you gotta move immediately.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Go. If you're at work, you gotta poop real bad. You gotta go to the bathroom. It's an emergency right this moment.
No, you do not go anywhere. You do it at your desk and you poop at your desk.
Sure. No, what I'm saying is you need to tell someone, and no matter what, if you have an Apple Watch and you're in the middle of a presentation and you look down and it says switch to available, you say to everyone, I am so sorry, but right now
no, I'm not sorry. I'm doing it.
Yeah. One time at my class when it was a pre-order situation, I can't remember what it was. I told the kids, I'm like, all right.
I think it was an iPhone.
Yeah. And I said to them, we're going to work till 8:00. And at 8:00, they just see me on my phone. And they're like, are you pre-ordering the iPhone? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Listen.
So, you know,
when you're an adult, you can do it.
Jill Dillpickle said, I have a good friend in distribution and have an inside for one at launch.
Jill,
holy McMoly, that's crazy.
VIP.
That's amazing.
That's what we need to do. We need to get in with distributors.
Yeah, distributors. Jen said, just tell me you have to poop and then go place your order. That's what I'm saying. We're on the same page, Jennifer. Am I allowed to call Jen that?
Yeah.
When will Best Buy ship it to us? According to them, the day of. We'll see. I don't know.
Oh, hey, ready.
You know?
Ready. Oh, my God.
Yeah, my sweatshirt. Bang. Kylie.
Ready. I mailed out your
not Kylie Jenner.
prize.
Kylie Minogue.
But wait, did you hear? You told me about Kylie getting canceled in Chicago.
Chicago. Denver Nuggets.
But in Chicago.
Denver, Chris. No Chicago.
You said she had a show in Chicago.
I said it because I didn't know, and then I corrected myself.
Okay.
Denver Nuggets have apparently made it to the NBA stupid playoffs, and the date they have to play I don't know.
Is this the sperm games?
Yeah, it's the sperm games. Then the Nuggets have to play who?
The cream pies.
Yeah, the Nuggets have to play the cream pies, and that conflicts with the day that Kylie was going to perform there. And guess what takes precedence? Not Kylie, but the stupid sports. So she had to cancel. Can you believe that?
Steve, we've heard so much about this that she's in the first episode of the show. Sue told us, Leah told us, we just don't have Netflix.
Yeah. Only Deborah. Oh, shit.
Yeah, you broke the rules.
All right, listen. I would like a little bit more wine.
Sure.
And it is $9.50. Can we just do one Picross?
Yeah, let's do a Picross. I think you guys will like it.
Stupid.
It's a fun, stupid.
Listen, this game...
costume.
This game that we're about to play is
I love Grey Gardens. I kind of would like to watch Grey Gardens.
Makes me a little uncomfortable.
I know, but like the costume, the pate.
Whatever you want. It's sad.
The pate.
It's not a joyful thing. It's sad. These people are living in squalor because they were shunned from their life of luxury.
I know, but they kind of got their like comeuppance. They became famous because of it.
Chad said I went down a Katy Perry rabbit hole. I didn't know she's such a bad person. Oh, it's amazing. I mean, I don't know much, but
do you know what I also would like to watch?
What?
No more wire hangers.
That's supposed to be something we're watching with the community for now over a year.
Yeah.
Anyway, go get some wine. Listen, this game we're playing just for a bit, it's called Picross. It came out in 1994 for the Game Boy and recently got updated for the Nintendo Switch Online. If you have it, you can play Picross. There have been many Picrosses since then.
Mine too, please.
And it's a really simple process, and I'll show you how it works once we get started. But your goal is to make a picture out of pixels, essentially. Yeah, 2 years, Jen. I agree. Steve said Mommy Dearest is always a good Mother's Day movie.
Mother's Day is coming up.
Oh my God. Can you imagine if we watch Mommy Dearest? That would be really on brand.
Send an email, because otherwise it's going to go into the ether.
Send an email to my husband. Let's watch Mommy Dearest on Mother's Day with the Airstreamers community.
Not on Mother's Day, but around it.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Because we have some mothers.
Oh, we have to cosplay it? I would probably be...
I would like to be...
the daughter.
I wanted to be the daughter with
Oh,
the
okay.
wig.
Oh, with the flower on your face?
Oh, yeah. I could do a lot of, like...
Yeah, just white dust.
And then, yeah, you have white makeup.
Yeah.
And then I want to wear the curly wig.
Yeah, and then you're going to say...
Oh, my God. I would love that.
And then you're going to say what? Do it. Ready? Act. This is your acting skills. But you got to do... I'm going to do action, and then you're going to do it.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You got to look into the camera.
Wait,
There.
hang on. There's a couple of... Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready? You got to look there.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
not in the scene.
I know, but she...
You got to look there. You're looking to them. Ready? And action.
Jesus Christ.
Why'd you look at me and laugh? That's bad
Because
acting.
it's so funny.
That was pretty good, though, I will tell you.
This isn't... Wait, what is it? There's so many good lines in that movie, but when
Something
she's like...
fellas, this isn't my first rodeo.
Don't fuck with me, fellas.
Okay, let's do it. Ready? You're going to look. No laughing. You're in a room, a boardroom full of people. You're singing Shadow of a Man by Gaga. And you need to tell them this very important thing.
Yeah.
Ready? And action.
I own 51% of this company. Don't fuck with me, fellas. That's it.
This isn't my first rodeo.
Oh, I don't think that's part of that.
Oh,
Maybe it is.
yeah. That's what it is. This line. Do it again, but don't look at me.
No, I'm done acting.
No more acting.
Yeah, no.
This could be your real.
But I feel like Shelley also introduced us to a lot of other, like,
I thought he did a good job.
Don't Mess with Baby Jane. That was another good one. Shelley told us to watch
Maybe
that.
we can watch one of these. You can pre-order a Switch right now. Don't fuck with me, fellas. Amazing. You know what else I would like to watch at some point in
which
my
one
life?
run Razzies?
Mommy Dearest, I'm sure at the time.
Yeah, but then it became like a cult classic.
Yeah. I want to watch Raspberries. Raspberries.
Yeah, I'll watch that.
Yeah, we'll see.
What is it called?
I don't know. All right, can you
Yeah,
do
let's
this?
do the Pictocross.
Golden Girls Mother's Day episode exists.
Really? I don't remember that.
Okay. We could lower this music a little.
Can you update us to retro? It's got stereo.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, so here's the...
Hold on, Chris. Am I playing through OBS?
Oh, no, you don't have to. I mean, you can. What do you want? It's probably
think it's
the same.
okay.
Yeah, just do it there.
Okay, look, I'm going to do hint to start. Now, listen, everyone. Rules are about to happen.
What's deceivers? Oh, gay deceivers.
Here's the deal. This column, look at where my arrow is. This column, it says 0 at the top, right above my arrow. Right here. It says 0. That means nothing in this whole line will be filled in. So I'm just drawing an X to say, you know what? We got nothing there. Look at this column. It's all 0. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do that. Cancel. Boom. It's done. What else? This row. Look, this row is 0. Boom. Canceling it out. This row, 0. Boom. Canceling it out. And now we get to work. What the hell just happened? What is going on this here day?
Oh, I don't know. It was delayed up there, so I couldn't see it.
Yeah, so just put it on there.
What is it on? 2?
HDMI 2, I think.
There we go.
Okay, so you could look up there.
Okay, so here, yeah.
Okay, I did it all. Stop.
No, talking. But did you explain the 5 and the 2?
I'm about to.
Yeah, do that.
In this row, or in this column that I'm in right now, there will be, you see where it says 5 and then 2. There will be 5 consecutive blocks that I have to fill in. This is only 3.
23. I mean, it gave it Excel.
This right here. These are 3, not 5. So I know the 5 is not going to be present there. So I'm going to mark those off. Okay? Let's keep going.
Yeah, Brittany plays a nanogram. Yeah,
nanogram. No. Yeah, that's another thing. I don't know if, where it all came out, but it exists. Now, let's keep looking. This is a hard one, Chris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do we think one is there? I just took a guess. I'm taking some guesses here and it's working.
Okay, let's leave that and then work off of that a little bit.
But there's nothing to really work
No,
off
there
of
is
it.
the 3 in there. You have some overlap. One? No, go up. There, left. That left. That one.
But then is this...
No, you don't know.
Hold on. I'm getting stressed out. This is a real hard one. You can... The 8 and the 4. Megabyte said the 8 and the 4. Where's that? Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Space 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Oh my god. Good one.
And I think you have another 8 and a 4 then.
Good one.
Yeah, you have another 8 and a 4
up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Space 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness, that was lovely.
Okay, so look, well, yeah, that's great.
Okay, so look, the 5 has to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then fill in the middle. We don't know which side the other one will be on.
But the 2 can't go to the right.
Is going to be boom, boom.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. What else?
But that 9 continuous, I think you can fill in that gap there.
This right in the middle?
No, on the right.
This one?
No, on the right.
On the right.
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 Up. Those
up.
3. Fill in those 3. Up.
Oh, here.
No.
Here.
There.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
And then you have 3.
But also, look,
you could do
9...
those 3s over there. The 4, 3, 3, 5, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, all the way to the right. Make those 3s, and then it's a space.
How do you know?
Because it's a 3.
It has to be a space. So boom, boom, boom,
and then,
boom.
And then
1,
spaces
2, 3, 4, 5.
Wait,
space.
do the spaces
I know! My goodness! Okay. Next. What else do we
There is an overlap for the 2 on the 5, 2, up, down. On the right.
Listen. Columns, rows.
Columns.
And then
all the way
numbers.
3 from the right.
Okay.
You can do the 3 from the right. That's 4. 3. Down.
Oh, this.
That overlap. There you go.
And now that's
a 1.
Yeah. Great.
So that means that you can fill in that 3 there with the left.
Yeah, just give me
left,
a row.
that one.
So
it's not exactly like Sudoku. It's like you're drawing a picture.
Here, look, that's a 1. That's that.
So things don't have to add up, Jen. It's like that more that you have to translate the numbers into some kind of drawing on the right. Yeah, it is kind of, it's like reverse Minesweeper.
The board is 15 by 15. So if you have an 8 or a higher, you know automatically where to mark. So if I have a 9 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, rest 1. See, no, that doesn't help.
Well, you get some overlap with that one. So like, even if you start up at the top where you've got it, with the 9.
Oh, wait, here, look, we can fill in these. This is 3, now this is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, no,
X.
I think...
Yeah, chill. This is 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, X.
No, the 9, 1.
Chill! 1, 2, 3, 2, rest. 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm on a roll. Okay, that's boom, bing, bang, boom, which means this is a 2, bing, bang, boom, which means this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, bing, bang, boom.
Can you do the 9 1s? You can fill those.
How?
Just fill it and then space at the bottom.
I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, space, and then something. It's not. What do you think? Yeah, because I already did that.
Okay, but you can wait. Do on
here.
The 2, no, on the
3, 4. Bing, bang, boom. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Here we go. Look at this. So now we know it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Which means it's 2.
No,
yeah, so this
X
is clear.
That. Yeah.
Now let's do this.
But then wait,
2.
you can do that 4 there. 4, 3, 3, the row. 4 down.
Give me a number.
Down.
This.
There.
1,
put those 4s.
2, 3, 4.
And then that'll
3. Okay, that's good.
Then that'll
and
continue.
Now that's 1,
for
2,
the column.
3, 4, 5. 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. 4, 4.
Yeah,
1.
Brittany's saying the same thing for like what we call the overlap, is that you mark the middle and then you kind of do the 4 outward.
4, 3. Why did I mess up? Oh shit, it was up here, motherfucker. So by the way, there's 30 minutes to complete this, and every mistake you make adds double the amount of minutes off. So I just lost 2 minutes. So if I make another mistake, I lose 4 minutes, and so on and so forth. So it gets really intense.
Chad said it looks like what they do at Lumen Industries.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an X. 1, 2, 3. That's an X. This is 5 and 2. We still don't know. Here we go. 2. Oh my god, I thought that was the wrong one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Space. We don't know where the 1 is.
On the left, like 4 columns, 5 columns.
2, rest. Okay. 2. Okay. 1. There we go. On the overlap, what's this missing one up here? Oh, X. Okay.
You can also write the 6 in from the left, the column. Go up 1 that you can mark and then you can do the 3 below it.
Wait, I can also mark this because it's 1, 1.
Yeah, that's fine, but then do those 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, all of those are filled in. Same thing here. Why? Oh my god, I made a mistake. Fuck. 5? Oh my god. Okay, what's going on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. 1. Is this 1? Yeah, this gotta be 1, right?
We don't know.
Or is that not? What's this one?
I don't know.
Oh my god, I'm looking here and it's on my mind. Okay.
Oh wait, no, yeah,
Here,
go
three.
over
That's
to the
a
right.
3. That's a 3.
Yeah, that is. And then to the right, that's an X. So that gives you your 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. X, X, X.
So then you can do that one. Yeah.
And then that means that is what? An X? And then it's
Yeah.
here.
No.
Why?
Down. Because it's got to be a 2.
There's 9,
no,
1.
the last one.
Right here, there's got to be a 1. Where's
no.
the 1?
Go down.
Chris?
Down.
Chris, just listen to me. This row.
I know.
Where is the 1? We made a mistake somewhere.
Okay, we'll fix the mistake. Go down. Down. There. So it's go.
Is it this one?
No, that's
we made
10.
a mistake.
So then it's maybe
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my god.
what is
What
it?
is
Oh, it's a
it?
leaf.
Let's see. What is it? What is it? It's a leaf. Jeez. All right, do one more.
Okay.
This game is fun.
1 leaf.
Here we go.
Oh,
Oh, the 10 is a waste of a free gift. Jen said, Jen, I didn't see any of the comments. I'm catching up. "23 said it's like a crossword puzzle for math people. Chow said, I think it's a frog. Oh, that's fun. What do we think it'll turn into? Yeah, Megabyte said you made an X word. There should be a block. That was my mistake. Oh, Steve hates this game. Thinks it's like Unpacking, 1989 edition. Hobby said, can you imagine getting this game as a kid? Brand new Game Boy, hoping for Tetris Mario or something cool. And it said you get here, could paint some squares or something. I don't know. We're building a QR code. I can't believe I made that mistake. Jen said, I think I'd like to be severed from this portion of this episode.
oh shit.
Maybe an umbrella? What do we think?
It's a bop though. Like, can we all just admit
the music
that?
is amazing. Bum 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 bum. Oh, you can get rid of those X's, and then you got your 3 on the second column from the right. There, and then X below,
Yeah.
and all of that whole row, or that whole column, and then you got your 3 there. 3 at the bottom, right on that column you were on.
Wait, this is 3, so that's good. This is my 8, which is this.
If they make it in time to get a waffle party.
What were you saying?
Right, 4th column from the right.
Okay.
Down.
All of X?
Down. Down. No, just go down there. That's 3, yeah.
Yeah.
You can do 3 down row, yeah. Exactly. Bum 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 ba-da-da-doo. I love that part of the music. Hobby, that's so funny. I never thought about this actually being like QR code building. Can you imagine? Oh, that's a 1 in the second up from the bottom row. Anything that's gonna be a square, you can just make an X next to each side of it because it's gonna all of them will be 1s.
Oh, is it spaced properly?
Yeah. No. I'm saying anytime you have a square, you can comfortably put an X on either side of it where it says 111.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Yeah, well, you didn't do it, so I was just letting you know.
You're
That's an X.
no help.
That's an X where you were landing on there. Right, down one. Right one, down one. That one. X.
Oh, yeah. This...
What do we think? Umbrella? Elephant? Horse! I'm gonna guess it's a horse! I think it's a horse! I see it!
Oh, it's a carousel horse.
I think it's a horse! I swear to God, I see it!
It's a carousel horse.
From MetaQuest to this, said Mare.
Let's play this on our Apple Vision. All right, there's a lot of nonsense going on over here.
There will be a stream on Tuesday. Yeah.
Oh, here, this is 8.
Brittany said, when I play this, I go all the way down vertically and mark what I know, and then go all the way over horizontally and mark what I know. That gets it started to make the rest easier to figure out. Is this Mario Scantron? Chow said this game is so cute. Oh. There are many better versions of this game. This just is free on Nintendo Switch Online, and I've been making it a mission to beat all of the missions, all of the quests or whatever.
All right, I'm doing the Brittany
You're doing
method.
great.
Oh. Some of these,
but
yeah.
that's a 1, so
But
you
this
can
is-
on either
yeah.
side you can just do that. Same with the one below. Yep, we don't know about that.
We don't know, but we're gonna find out.
I'm telling you, it's a cute little horse. I see it.
So horses have hooves.
That's it. The bottom right there. That's the hoof. The bottom right.
Okay,
quadrant.
this can't be. Not on my watch.
Oh, but that you got your 8 right there. Go down and start from the bottom of that column you're on. Right at the bottom of the column. Go down. Okay.
Or go up.
1, 2, you counted it? It's 8? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Then all of these, Chris, look. Where I'm pointing, everything you can figure out from this way.
It's a unicorn. Wait, let me finish here first, because otherwise you're gonna yell at me that.
You can put X's here.
Here?
No, left. Because it's only 3. Those are only 2. The column is 3.
Oh.
And
Okay,
you can
so
put an X up at the column there too. Up, left, there.
Yeah, okay, got it. This is X.
X, 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 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So this is X. This is
We don't know.
uncertainty.
That.
This is X.
Bum 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 ba-da-da-doom. Megabyte says you could do the 6 and the 1.
Oh, here. Yeah, and then I could mark this, which fills this in, right?
Yeah.
This is is this still a horse?
I think
Is
it's
it
a
a
horse. I think it's a horse.
This is a horse. In fact, I'm being told it's a butterfly. Actually, it's a moth.
You think it's going to be a moth?
No, have you ever, the Zeiss lens?
I have no idea what you're saying.
You've never seen that video?
No.
Oh, no, you need to watch it.
Okay.
It's
Will
from
do.
like QVC. The heyday of QVC.
This might be a unicorn.
It might be a horse. This is a 1.
Is it a sperm cell? Is it Mothra?
Okay, we need a... What, in fact...
Oh, straight down. You can put a on the middle. Right? Down. Down. There, you could put one. Don't listen to me ever
Why
again.
are you being so bad at this?
No,
I
don't
didn't have
listen to
any
me.
fucking mistake.
Yeah, that was my mistake. Keep going. Keep going. The 4 and the 8 you could do.
I don't know that I can.
No, I'm not saying that. Megabyte's saying that. And you can trust that.
Okay, Mega say it, then fine. Wait, this one?
That.
Oh, yeah.
And then X.
And then this one. So we need one.
You did make a mistake because that was a 4. The first mistake is a 2.
You're a mistake.
That's what they called me in college.
This is 2. Okay, well, it can't be. It has. Oh! That was your spot!
My spot? What did I do? No, that was you. Chris, you have only 6 minutes. Time is running out.
Okay, well, why do we make all games stressful? This is supposed to be chill, guys.
You only have a couple of things left.
I know.
That column you're on. 3. Count 3 possible. No,
Yeah,
okay.
I did.
Okay, you're fine there. Then 2, 1,
This
2.
has got to be a 1. This has got to be a X.
Okay. Then that's got to be a click. I think this is it. You're going to die if you make one more mistake.
Really? This is an X.
That's got to be it then. That's the last one. And it's a horse with a pompadour.
It's a. Is it in fact a unicorn?
No, it's a pony.
This is a unicorn.
Press the button. It's a unicorn! Shut up! You said it. I said horse, to be fair. It is a unicorn. Oh, it's a little cute unicorn.
Yeah, it's cute.
Okay.
I mean, I would probably get the horn checked by a doctor, though.
Yeah, it's a little limp.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm just going to create a save point.
Wow.
We did it. Unicorn.
Unican. If you stay unicorn, you ain't gotta get unicorn.
Oh, shit.
Milan, Paris, unicorn.
Oh, my
We're
God.
insufferable.
The worst.
Oh my God, it's 10:20 already?
Yeah, time's flown.
Yeah, we need to give some prizes. Okay, folks,
Maybe we can use this game like the guest lip reading game. Oh my God, wait, speaking of, have you all seen the video of the 2 Australian twins who talk? Tell me that doesn't sound, I posted on Discord. Tell me it doesn't sound like when we
and Chris.
No, I do it better than you, so you talk.
I do it better when you do it. Not when I do it. Not on. Oh, okay. Not today. Well, we were in Australia, and they said, why do you talk together like that? And we said, this is just more comfortable. And if you don't like it, then you can switch off your television.
That was pretty good. Wow. We need the bunny shirt.
I know. I love those bunny shirts. Are they like nurse outfits? They're fantastic.
I don't know. Steve said nothing like this game. Wait. To get your heart racing.
Folks, thanks for hanging with. Oh, wait, we need to do a giveaway.
Yeah.
Can you go to the Googlies?
Shit. I gotta do shit here. There's the mouse.
Thanks.
Megabyte said this is gonna be my new sleep paralysis demon.
Where is the giveaway?
Jen and Steve did not like this game.
They loved it. They didn't like it. They loved it.
Okay, so in the future, when we do our video game tournament, if we remember,
folks, I don't have a raffle notice here, but raffle's live, and what it's going to be is, you know what I'll do? I will let you choose between 3 3D printed magnets or coaster. Either the Cheddar Butthole Coaster, the Easter Bernie, or the Eloise Big Eyes magnet. Your choice on this one. And I'll do 2 giveaways tonight because it's just been such a fun night, and thanks for sharing Camp Muskrat with us. Okay, go. What were you going to say?
When we do our annual video game tournament, we could do a scenario where you do a Picross.
Yeah.
And then I do the same Picross without looking at your Picross.
Oh, and then best time wins.
Best time wins.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
I like
that
it.
adds like a real stressful...
Do you have a list for that?
No.
Yeah, I think put on a list. I love that.
Should I make a list?
Of like potential things.
Potential video game tournament.
You know, in my office, I have I have my
the loser has to do 10 Picross games. No, y'all don't understand. Like, you might think that we're all crazy like gamers most of our lives, and then cut to like yesterday, us just like, you do one, I do one, you do one, I do one. We've gone through like 15 games of Picross. It's meditation. I think it's meditation for us. You know, haven't heard from Raffle Picker in a while. Hope they're okay. When you do your video game tournament, you should add bomb game with Big Leah, since you both like blowing me up.
All right, so again, folks, raffle is live. I don't have a notice on the Camp Muskrat setup, and we actually need to update this to the purple one at some point. So choices for the prize will be a Cheddar Butthole Coaster, Easter Bernie, or Eloise with the Scared Eyes. Magnets.
Oh, interesting. A lot of people think that Raffle Picker is Leah. I mean, like, unless Leah is actively lying to us, I don't think that it's Leah. Interesting. Jen said Raffle Picker exposed themselves once and hasn't been back in a while. Oh.
Yeah. I think Big Leah knows.
Yeah.
Big Leah is the OG FOG.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
FOOG.
Yeah.
Foog.
Foog.
She's the foog.
Yeah.
That's scary, that word.
Yeah, I don't think I like that.
Yeah, it's close to like bad word. Oh, why is this here?
Yeah, look. Okay, while the raffle's going, it has been raining last night and all day today, and it's just so lovely in the Airstream.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Because it's like you hear the pitter patter on the roof, and it's just so relaxing.
Yeah, I love it so much.
Like, we took a nap before the stream started because it was just like raining, and it just put me right to sleep.
And then Chris just wakes me and by the way, I noticed our bed is up, but Chris said he wakes me and he's like, it's 7:20. And I'm like, all right, 10 more minutes.
Yeah, because we didn't even know we were playing tonight. And you know, it turns out we were playing the best game ever, which is Picross.
That's really funny. I can't wait. We're on regular. Then after this set is star.
Oh, really? There's more?
And then it looks like there's one spot for one more. Do you think they're going to get bigger than 15 by 15?
No.
That's big.
Yeah. 15 is big.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Pick.
All right. Are we ready? Everybody entered?
Oh my God, Heidi, I don't disagree with that. It said when all my cats eat at once, it sounds like it's raining. It's peaceful.
Aww.
Megabyte said 15 is perfectly average. And it's not what you, how big it is. It's what you make of it.
Yeah.
You know? Could be a unicorn or it could be a sloppy
broccoli. Yeah. All right. Well, on that note,
and the winner is Megabytes. Congratulations.
Mega. Okay, Mega. I don't have pictures to show you of what it is, but it's either a coaster of an orange cat. On one side, it's the face. On the back side, it's the cat's butthole. It's a coaster. The other one is Bernie, our gray British short hair cat with bunny ears as a magnet. Or the third choice is the Eloise emote. If anybody has that emote handy of Eloise with the big eyes as a magnet, but like a more cartoon version than what the emote is. Thanks, Lena.
Yeah, this one. Oh, yeah, people are doing it.
Okay, let's...
Oh, Tammy adopted or inherited another cat, a big bruiser of a male that looks like Tika.
Aww. Okay.
All right, ready? Again. And the winner is...
Brittany!
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Brittany. Same choices for you. Whatever you guys choose, I will print when we get home, and then I'll mail them out. And they will come with the new Betty White stamp.
Megabytes wants to see them before they choose, and I think that it's possible.
Yeah, I can post a picture on the Discord, Mega.
Brittany deserves it after the stress you put her through with that game. Brittany's like, right there, you dumb idiots.
She's like, Jesus Christ. It was worse than when we were playing Mario 64.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
We normally do okay in that game. Tonight stressed me out playing in front of people. I just math was like, I don't know what numbers are anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, we yell you yell more, a little bit more.
Tonight I yelled?
Yeah.
You're I don't think I yelled.
Chill. I gotta fill in these lines.
Well, because I'm doing my thing and you're like, do this.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I have wine.
Shit. Okay.
Oh my God.
Now you don't.
I'm going to throw him in and I'm going to lock him out of the Airstream. I'm going to lock him out of it. He's going to sleep outside tonight.
Who's streaming? I don't know. Let's find out.
Who should we rate tonight?
Let's find out. Oh, this is going to be difficult.
Oh, thanks, Shelly. Folks, also, Mega is a total sweetheart. And Mega, thanks for hanging with us tonight. If you guys aren't already following Mega, go give him a follow. He's got a really great stream. He does a lot of really great cooking. And I know
a lot of really great cooks.
And I know y'all love some cooking. Are you doing some research?
Yeah, it's just that I can't see.
Oh, Mega, what are you doing tomorrow? What's on the menu? And what time are you streaming? Is it still going to be like 5-ish Central? Yeah, no, Ibishi, he's awesome. We've been subbed for probably like 5 or 6 months now.
I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my God. No. I'm not rating this person, but that's not real. Is this? This?
No, that can't be.
Look at that picture. That's like definitely
chesticles.
Yeah, like an implant of some sort.
Oh, thanks, Crazy. Thanks for hanging with us. You guys are always so much fun, and you just entertain our stupid stories. Ooh, shrimp po' boy, homemade chips, hush puppies, and brown butter chocolate chip cookies. Ooh. Okay, so folks, Mega's streaming tomorrow.
Wait, is this Kathy Bates streaming? No! Wait, this one.
No, Kathy Bates doesn't have 38 viewers.
Well, we're rating this person.
Okay, yeah, let's go visit Kathy Bates.
No, that's not Kathy Bates, right?
No, it's some... No, don't rate that person.
Let's not rate
I don't like them using their Kathy Bates likeness.
That's really weird. Sorry. I'm just having a hard
Let's
time.
do lesbians. More lesbians.
Let's do bring out the
lesbians.
Listen, I learned a lot about lesbians recently with the whole Sapphic and Lesbos thing.
Bye, Shelly. Thanks for tuning in. Hush puppies are so nice. Arthur Treachers, is that still a thing? They had really nice hush puppies, I think. Mega, Mega, I think it's normally you stream at like 6 Eastern time. Is that right?
Yeah, this is fine. We're
5 Central.
Daylight. Okay, ready? We're gonna start reading. Sorry, folks. This is getting out of control.
So we'll be on Tuesday of next week. If you guys want to tune into some of those really delicious recipes that Mega posted.
It's Lesbian Awareness Week or whatever.
So
visibility, lesbian visibility.
4:35 for Mega tomorrow Central Time. So that's 5:36 Eastern Time. And now we're going to raid.
We're going to be raiding someone named Zombie Attack. They're playing Dead by Daylight, and the tags are, I don't know, but lesbian was one of them.
All right. I love her hair.
Me too.
Stay tuned in.
Ombre.
For this.
What is this?
Really nice
Are
hair.
they the alien? Oh, that scares me. I don't like that. Okay, we're going. Bye, folks. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Airstreamers, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Oh, how do I end it here? Can you end it for me?